Hey everybody, this is Isabella from the Brooklyn Kitchen, and I'm here to bring you 3 of my essential kitchen tips. Number 1, that's super simple and I find to be one of the most important for home safety, is getting a wet paper towel and putting it underneath your cutting board. So I have my cutting board here, and you'll see that without anything underneath, it slides around. So if I'm chopping something with my knife and my board starts to slide, I could lose my grip and I could accidentally cut myself. Instead, if you take this wet paper towel and put the cutting board on top, you now have a safer surface to work with. The wet paper towel allows you to have a grip on your cutting board, and at the end, it doubles as something to clean your surface with. Tip number 2 is to collect all your scraps in a freezer bag, specifically onions, carrots, and celery. If you do that over time and you just keep it in the freezer, when you're ready, you can use it to start the base for a stock. Then what I also like to do is keep some chicken bones. You don't have to do that if you're vegetarian, or you could replace it with other animal bones. And when you're ready, just grab them out of the freezer, brown them a little bit in the pan, toss everything together in a big pot with water and seasonings. Cook, strain, and store, and then you'll have nice containers of stock to keep for the long time. Here you'll see I have turkey stock here from Thanksgiving. So that's from November and it's currently April. Your thing should be okay to keep in the freezer for a few months and use whenever you want. The reason why I mentioned celery, carrots, and onions is because that's a mirepoix, which is a classic French base for most things, including soups. And you can keep anything, including the tops and the roots of onions, the skins even for color, carrot skins, and the unwanted bits of celery. So if you're doing a vegetarian stock, you can definitely add other types of vegetables, not including potato because that does get starchy. And if you're doing an animal-based stock, like I have turkey, or if you're just doing traditional chicken, keep the bones. Don't keep the skin. You will end up skimming the fat out, and the bones are the best part. There's tons of flavor and collagen in them. My third and final tip is mise en place. You might have heard it been said on the Food Network, and what it essentially means is things in place. Basically, you gather all your ingredients together so that you're not running around. This is just a demo setup. I'm not actually planning on cooking anything, but if I were to make something, let's say a lentil stew, I would have all my things together already. So I have my onion, tomato, lentils, garlic, and various seasonings. That way, if I'm chopping my onion and I realize I forgot something, while my pan is going at the same time, I'm not scrambling around to go grab it. Because if that happens, I might risk burning my food on the stove. And of course, you might realize you forgot something later or want to add something, and that's totally fine. But having your main essential ingredients out and ready for you makes it a whole lot easier to use in the kitchen.